This team likes to throw their money around.
Cash here.
There we go. So, it'll be interesting to see how they're going to go about this map. Again, tough map, large, multi-leveled, so Zeds can spawn everywhere, and it's slow, generally.
Who needed
You
money?
can see some spare weapons being bought. 2 spare M79s. So they're straight away out of the blocks looking for trader skips. Very smart.
Cash
And
here.
Cookie, like
Grab
he
it
normally
all.
does when he plays Berserker, he likes to go farming.
Okay, so they've got their little camp spot. Very similar to Reaper's Death Squad.
Yep.
New mag. Give me
The
a
majority
sec.
of the Zeds here will come from the front, so having the Berserker there is smart. The issue with the shaft at the back is that ramp, screwing up the headshots on the way down, so Hyper will need to be on point with that. Interesting thing here, there's spawns in the corridor, so Cookie can't go out past that, past the opening basically, or he'll kill those spawns. But conversely, if they're under pressure, he can go out there to slow it down.
New mag. Give me a sec.
What do you guys think of this spot?
Creepy crawlies. I suppose
Well,
that's
It's
just jump
actually
too.
just slightly next to the Reaper's Death Squad. But for Reaper's Squad, one of the Sharpie was on top, and the rest of them, 2 will be at the corner, and 1 Sharpie at the other corridor.
yeah, so it's almost back to front in the way they were facing, and the way the Zeds were coming.
I'm reloading. Reloading.
Yeah, I know this is a map that a lot of teams have spent a bit of time trying to find a good spot on.
Reloading.
And I think a lot of the times, unless you can find a really, really good spot, this map might end up very similar times. It's just going to come down to deaths and trader skips.
Yeah, that's right.
New mag. Give me a sec. Mind where you're waving that, pal.
They've got to make sure they keep that Zerk at the front alive though, because he's going to take a lot of damage, especially from sirens. The husk shouldn't be too much of an issue because they'll come across, and you can notice they all walk forward to basically the center of the corridor and then turn. So that's not going to be an issue for the husks. The husks won't really fire on them, but sirens will be screaming as they come around the corner.
Yeah,
And the other
especially
issue
if
they have
they-
to watch out for. Sorry, you go, Kings.
Oh, I mean like, yeah, especially if the siren see Cookie before,
I
you know,
but where the hell is she?
just from the side.
It is a good funnel for the demo like we just saw then.
So yeah, so the thing I like about this is that the demo is facing the other way, as opposed to with the Reaper's Death Squad,
Can't you see I'm reloading?
and it's not too dark on their side. So if a crawler jumps out in front, they'll actually see it this time.
Yeah. So you don't get much from the back.
I'm reloading.
You can see Hyper's got 48 kills at the back, the rest of the team all basically focus forward, who've got much more than that.
Reloading.
I'm guessing his Star Wars gonna skip
New mag. Give me a sec.
2 waves.
Yeah, he's got 2 M79s on the ground. As long as they don't lose them because they drop them at the wrong time, they should be okay. And I think that other than those
And we have
M79s,
2 Scrakes in the front.
yep, so Hyper should be able to engage as he's about to do. Yeah, Hyper I think will dictate this wave skipping here, not Oz. If they do get a lot of spawns at the back and Hyper starts running out of ammo, he has no choice but to go.
Yeah.
Oz has the sustainable firepower there with the M79s to go for 3 consecutive waves. So the M79s have been picked up. We're looking at a 5-minute wave, and they've skipped.
Straight away.
Not bad.
First flesh pound.
And coming around the front.
Christ, don't let that bit rub in there. New mag.
Did not
Clinical
last.
as always.
Cover me. I'm reloading.
That was very well done. As usual.
So you can see that husk there when it came around the corner, it stopped and turned before it started firing.
Hold on a tick.
And the
I'm
only reason they
reloading.
got hit was because the Scrake was there. So if there's nothing to really taking their time, the demo should be able to take those husks out, or at least stun them.
Reloading.
They shouldn't
Easy,
really be in
yeah.
danger from the husks.
Reloading.
It's a bit quiet now.
Yeah, there are a few moments like that.
Yep, that's the size of the
Yeah.
map again. If I was Hyper, every now and then, I'd be moving up to where Oz is to hopefully generate spawns at the back, speed it up. By staying there, he's effectively nullifying the that long corridor spawn.
Can't you see I'm reloading?
Oh, you
And
mean
just
like
getting an
Can't
extra.
you see
Hi-
I'm reloading?
So underneath
like
the ramp,
hiding
down that
out
long
of the
corridor.
way?
Yeah, just hide out of the way so that he's not in line of sight, so that he can hopefully encourage a spawn there by not being visible. Just every couple of seconds, he's not firing anything, so you can see at the moment, he's just still standing out there in the open, duck around the corner, hopefully get a spawn, come back, shoot them. Even if he only gets an extra 20 Zeds or something like that during the course of the game, it could really make the difference in the end.
I see what you mean. And we got
There's
a
the first
pause.
We've got pause, and we've got 2 players with multiple ping spikes.
Yeah. Star
Kweku
with
tends to get it.
160.
Yeah, Oz generally plays with a high ping because he's got terrible net. But Kweku's is just the nightly issue that he has. Hopefully it doesn't last long. I'd like to take this question in advance. I'll wait till they reply to that. Having a bit of a rest between the matches I think would be wise. Yep, good to get your thoughts together. I'd like to take this moment as well to just let everyone know out there that Cookie asked me this morning to let everyone know he's dedicating his grand final performance to an ex-MGC player, Sesk. Sesk was unable to continue playing any games on Steam recently, and so Cookie wants to dedicate his performance to that player.
Yeah, and Sesk in the last grand final in the Badass tournament, and he was doing very well.
So hopefully Kwerku's going to get his ping down now. They've been performing okay. I'm a little bit concerned. Cookie's been hit a couple times by Scrakes. He's missed that initial stun. Thankfully they've only had the one Scrake at a time to deal with when it's really been an issue. If he's got a Scrake or a couple Scrakes with a posse, that could be a problem, especially if Oz has no option but to unstun them with a grenade launcher. Something to keep an eye at, and I'm sure Quirk is going to have his work cut out.
And we're back.
Here's some cash, guys. Someone take it. Hold on a tick. I'm reloading.
He got the Scrake cleanly that time. I have camped as a demo in this spot before, and I can tell you the biggest issue is the occasional split flesh pound, one coming from the back and one coming from the front.
Mm-hmm.
If they get one from the back, I don't think Hyper will have any option but to engage, unless Oz is going to use pipe bombs. And knowing Oz the way I do, he's generally not a fan of pipe bombs, so we might not see him use them. So Hyper might have to engage a flesh pound at the back. Oz is a good demo though, and very quick and clinical, but as you can see, it's very confined. Another flesh pound.
And
Stunned the Scrake, but Cookie got it. Oh, not stunned, raged, yep.
It'll be interesting to see if Hyper gonna, if they're gonna skip this one or continue.
Hyper is... how's he going with his ammo? His hand cannon's still almost full, so I reckon they'll skip. And his crossbow, 83%, yeah. He's got plenty of ammo, so they'll skip. Unless, of course, if they have a death, in which case they'll probably go. But it doesn't look like they will. They're doing pretty well at the moment. You can already see the lion's share of the killing is being handled by Cookie as the Zerk and Oz as the demo. They're starting to really outstrip what Hyper's having to do at the back. Nice work by Hyper with the Scrake on the ramp there. Not easy from the elevated position.
Yeah, true.
Cookie's going out for mopping up duties.
And we had a gore pass from behind. But it's all
They've
good.
got one left. So it looks like they're going to stay here because they haven't started moving off yet, have they? No.
Can't you see I'm reloading?
Skipped.
2 minutes 30
skip.
seconds. Wave 7. Nice.
Yep, they're doing well.
Cover
That's
me, I'm
3 skips.
reloading.
Yep, flash pound.
And this one's from the back.
Easy.
Not an issue.
Yep. And that's part of the problem though. They do come from the back. So later on when you wave 9, wave 10, if they camp here for those 2 waves, the chance of getting one at the front and the one at the back could compress them considerably. You saw then Hyper retreated to let Oz engage. All well and good with one. We'll see how they go if they've got the double split. Or God forbid a triple or quad.
Very nice by Hyper.
Give me a sec.
Yes, indeed. So how do you think they're going in this position? So far, not really any stress, but what do you reckon?
I think they've done very well so far.
Hold on a
not, you know, they have never been in any danger. And you know, since I've met Hyper, and the way he plays now, it's hard to believe that they're, you know, the same player.
That's a good point. I think the tournament brings out the best in everybody when you're practicing and you're really going through those motions of working as a team, because let's face it, that's the most important skill to get down when you're in this tournament, working as a member of that team, doing your job well. But yeah, I've seen every player who's participated in this tournament improve since I started with it back a couple of tournaments ago.
Yeah, I remember meeting Hyper for the first time in Evo Center, and I think he participated in the betas. He wanted to, and I think he is now playing in the grand final.
I think we need to also make mention of the other team at this point. I don't know if you guys did it in the previous calling of the game, but they're another team that's shown remarkable improvement. I've seen them previously, and they were always decent players, but they've improved their capacity to work as a team and their skill set immeasurably, and that they need to be commended on that, because this tournament has really, I believe, shown them to be the good players that they are, just like MGC Devils here.
Absolutely.
New mag, give me a sec.
Yeah, I've helped them out with a few practice runs and watched them practice, and yeah, they've improved so much. It's incredible.
That's the good thing about the tournament. It's just really good for learning to operate as a team.
Oh, well,
And
2 scrapes.
Yep. Lucky it went for Quirku then, and he was able to hit it with get it on his ablative armor. But yeah, the tournament really helps with that teamwork aspect, as well as working on your skills, because you really have no option but to improve, and everyone tends to step up to the plate. It's good. Best part of the tournament.
New mag. Hold on a tick, I'm reloading.
Back to this team, we're looking at just over 14 minutes, 80 to go on wave 8. They're looking pretty good. Again, this is a slow map.
Reloading. Hold on a tick, I'm reloading.
I hear a flashpound.
Yep, it's in the long corridor, heading back to spawn at the moment. It'll probably turn around, it has.
There he is.
Give me a sec.
You can see a husk just outside the door. That could be nasty as well. Oz almost killed himself.
Yeah,
I'm trying to heal you, not bloody tickle you.
a bit of the hiccup there.
Yeah, what happened is it went straight past the Zerk and got up a bit too close to the demo. I don't know whether they wanted the Zerk to engage it, or if the plan was just Oz kill it as soon as it came around, but yeah, that could have gone messy there.
I think Oz missed the first M32.
Yeah, and it was just locked onto Oz after that. Yeah.
Yep.
Watch it, I'm reloading.
But they didn't die, and that's the important thing, and quick thinking by Quirku, turn around and throw a couple of med grenades at his feet.
Give me a sec, reloading.
We all know you only need that one hit point. Anything extra, it's just,
It's a luxury.
it's a luxury. Unless you're on fire.
Give me a sec.
So it's the end of wave 8, and it's
Yep.
16 minutes.
They should be looking to go to the trader now, because Oz will be very light on. And they are, I think. Yep.
Just mopping up the last few Zeds.
Yep, and that was good. The two faster players, who are also the more robust, the medic and the Zerk, were the ones hunting it down, whilst the slower, more vulnerable players got to the trader. So, 16.5 minutes, give or take, a couple seconds.
Yeah, we're just
They're
looking
lucky
at
this was a...
top up.
Yep, and they're lucky this was a nice close trader, not one of the far ones. So if they're going back to that spot, it shouldn't be too bad for them. What's Oz doing? He's coming back though. Oh, he wants... okay. Spare him 32.
Okay.
I think that was a 10-15 second delay they probably didn't want to have. I was having to come back.
Not sure why Quirk threw the med-nade.
I would assume it was just an accident. Hit
Yeah.
the wrong key.
Not the first time.
And a flashbang.
And double sirens. Here it comes.
Shaved off a lot of health.
Nicely done.
Well done, nonetheless.
Quirk was down to 40 health.
Yep, it was a potential risky situation there with the double sirens, with the Scrake and the flesh pound, but no, they handled it.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking maybe they could have put a pipe.
Yep, pipes are pretty useful here, especially towards the end of the wave when they're heading to the trader, or they're just or they've got the Zerk and the medic mopping up. The demo can just go drop a couple pipes, and he's pretty well protected. He can just put him where he's not going to be. So down the bottom of the ramp, or just up near the two entrances into this corridor, the door and the archway. And he can hit them when they hit the pipes from where he is. It would also save him on grenades, both hand grenades and launchers.
Give me a sec.
It's not like they don't have money for pipes. As you can see, 7.58 thousand the team has.
It's more than enough.
So they're more than enough.
Hold on a tick, I'm reloading.
So we can see on the ground, Oz has got a spare M32 and M79. So the plan is probably for him to burn through one of each of those this trader. They'll skip this next trader. So they'll go into wave 10 without a trader.
Yeah.
So there'll be 3 trader skips, which is a good effort. Every trader skip in the small format tournament really pays off.
Can't you see I'm reloading?
And it's good to see that everyone is bunny hopping.
Cover me, I'm reloading.
What I really like to see is a Quirk who has still got all his armour, so he hasn't wasted any armour yet, because you don't want your medic losing his armour frivolously when you're doing trader skips.
Cover me, I'm reloading.
Much better to let the Zerk take the brunt of the damage and just heal him up.
That's right. Especially when those double FPs show up.
Absolutely, we got a
Counts.
Scrake at the back, and very nicely done. That was a tough kill there for Hyper. Did it seamlessly.
Hold on a tick, I'm reloading.
But I still would like to see Hyper move towards Oz every now and then to get those back spawns happening. It would speed up their progression a little bit.
Yeah. So we got 20 minutes with half of the Zeds left on wave 9.
So maybe 28 minutes for a finish.
Yeah, 28 to 30 minutes, somewhere around there.
Cover me, I'm reloading.
Yeah, that should be alright.
Of course, a lot of that will depend upon how they can deal with the Patriarch. And if they get any deaths.
Can't you see I'm reloading?
Flesh pound.
Watch that Scrake.
That's
Oh, Cookie
They're in
is
trouble
very
there.
He's in
low.
trouble.
yep, nice midnight though from Quirku. Identified the danger, but yeah, that could have got messy. That was a very familiar kill for Oz. An M32 spam.
New man, give me a
Yeah. I guess because there was a bloat acting as a
Yeah.
meat shield.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a bit of everything there.
There was, but that's what they're going to get, especially going into this next wave as well. Hopefully they don't
Yeah.
have that kind of stuff happen with double FPs, because it could be very messy.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to try and hold here for that. Another Scrake at the back taken down.
I was thinking maybe they should put some pipes first before
They,
at the end
they should
of
be
the
using
wave.
pipes. Definitely, they should be using pipes here. It really helps, especially with that initial flesh pound spawn. Even
Yeah,
if
I
it
saw that.
doesn't get flesh pounds, even if it just hits bloats or husks or whatever, it takes them out and frees you up for when the flesh pound does come around the corner. See, the
maybe
other thing
put it-
is, the other players,
Oh,
if
sorry.
they've got room, could get some pipes as well and drop them. They got the money.
Yeah, but I'm
Like the
guessing
medic-
they're gonna skip.
Yeah, they'll be skipping. The medic could have been putting pipes up the back if Oz was worried. So 22 minutes 49, start of wave 10.
Can't you see I'm reloading?
Here it comes, 2 flash
Hold on a
pounds.
tick, I'm reloading.
Hyper side, I believe.
Nope, they're just still out in the courtyard.
One
They're
arrow
with a
forward.
Scrake and a Siren. Okay, they're split up.
First one.
One's going straight to him, and the other one's going for a little bit of a walk around. And here he comes now. That was
Oh, they have 2 scrape.
yep,
Oh. Well handled.
well handled.
Yep.
They got lucky there with those flesh pounds. They didn't come together. They came slightly apart, which gave Oz time to kill, reset,
New
kill.
man, give me a sec. Reloading.
So they got a little bit lucky there, but they rode that luck, so that was good. And again, you can see the Zerk now is really outstripping everybody else with those kills. 373 now. He's earning his milk today, Cookie is.
Yep.
Hold on a tick, I'm reloading.
Cookie again's got hit, but he's okay.
Cover me, I'm reloading.
Maybe perhaps Cookie could have stepped back a bit so that the spawn to the right, there'll be more spawns.
Yeah, he shouldn't be going out into that opening as often as he is, I guess. At the very, but you can see where he is now, almost back with Quirky. That's pretty much the position he wants to be starting his
Yeah,
engagement.
that's true.
He can step forward to engage, but he needs to step back quickly. And he's, yeah, no, I'm up that corridor now. Nothing can really see him except when he does step forward. So he's got the positioning right, I feel.
Yeah,
It's just the
things are
back with
spawning there.
Hyper. Yep. It's just the back with Hyper blocking that spawn at the back there. But this might also be a decision for them to make sure it's a slow spawn at the back. They might be actively trying to slow that spawn down so that they can all can concentrate on the front.
And they have 12k dosh.
They've got enough, yeah. So in this, I'd be expecting the medic to get an AA-12 and you'd be looking at maybe an AMR for Hyper, Buzzsaw for Cookie, and they should have still plenty left over for everyone to be getting pipes and drop them to really help that demo out, because the last thing you want is for the demo to be doing all the pipe dropping. It takes too long, and you don't want to be left over with like 4 or 5 grand left not being used. It's just wasted.
Yeah. What I find is that I can only drop like 3 sets of 8 pipes at the max in 1 minute.
Yeah, that's right. And you've got to take into consideration they might have a long walk, a long run to get to the trader on this map, so it might be even less. And they might want to skip some of that trader time, so 10-15 seconds. Having other players buy pipes will help.
I heard flash mount.
Yep, I think it's at the back. Nope.
One is on the top, coming down now.
Okay, first
Right, so one's coming through with a Scrag and a Siren.
watch the
Very
Scrag.
well done.
Scrag's
And another
rage.
one.
The other one's stuck in the door, doing a bit of a dance.
Probably for the best.
He's got past without
Nice.
and then killed.
Very well done.
And that was a good outcome.
Cover me, I'm reloading.
Yeah, you can see the medic's already got over 5,000. And a lot of that will just be from him just healing Cookie.
Thanks.
Yeah. That's
So
already
he's got
enough
enough
for
to-
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AA12 is 4,000 plus a couple hundred for ammo. He's well and truly covered for that. And well, should have enough to get pipes as well. He's already got a Schnitzel gun.
Yeah.
Watch it, I'm reloading.
Everyone watching, Schnitzel guns, the Snidesec.
Hold on a tick, I'm reloading.
And get the gold AA12 as well.
So
Has to be
28
gold.
minutes. So this might be a 32-minute time here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
Maybe
unpredictable.
31, 32.
Maybe.
Can't you see I'm reloading?
Their spawns have slowed down a little bit just the last half a minute to a minute, I'd say. So I think they've had
Yeah.
some spawns from very far away. Good thing is, no deaths yet. Hopefully for this team's sake they can carry that through with the pat fight.
Can't you see I'm reloading?
They're already starting to pick up those launches. Quirku's got the M79. I'd assume that Cookie will come back and grab that spare M32. I'm assuming they've got a close trader because they haven't started moving off yet. The M32 has been picked up. They're just moving off now.
Yep.
Yep, fairly close.
Basement
And
trader.
bottom trader. I'm guessing.
That's not a bad one to fight Pat on.
Stand still, do I look like I'm nicking stuff? Nice one.
Yeah, I still
Cooper.
think that's the best one on this map.
Yep. And they got 17k dosh.
They've got enough. So it would be good to see the other players buy those.
Oh,
So you go, Hype's got
M99.
M99, AMR, AA12. They should
The
be looking
elephant
to
gun.
buy some.
Money, money.
Yeah, they've got to be looking to help Oz out here, and I don't think they are.
Who
No one
needed
else has
money?
bought pipes.
I think Hyper did.
Did he? I hope so. You can see that, yeah, they've still got 2 grand, 3 grand left. That would have been another 4 pipes off perk.
I need a doctor!
Now the waiting game. Always the worst part of this game, waiting for Pat.
Yeah, it makes you paranoid. Which way is he coming?
Yep, here he is. He's coming towards the pipes near Quirku. Quirku will probably engage point blank with the AA-12.
Yep, chase him.
Hitting him hard. A lot of DPS, but has he got away?
I think he did.
New mag, give me a sec.
They're engaging him.
Nicely done.
So close.
Very aggressive.
They got to get him though, but not at the expense of getting trapped.
No, at this point it should be turning back.
Yep.
Hold on a tick, I'm reloading.
Watch it!
Okay, here comes the patriarch again.
I'm trying to heal you, not bloody tickle you.
That should be it.
31, 37.
There we have it.
Nice.
Very well done.